Mr. Stafford, I'd like to ask you some questions. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
So my first question would be, what got you into teaching? Do you know?
Yeah, I was a freshman in college, and I had graduated from Capitol High School, and my career counselor from Capitol High had called me while I was going to school at Boise State and said, hey, we're trying out this new program in the Boise School District called AVID. Would you like to be one of our first AVID tutors? And I said no. I was like, thank you. And she said, well, how about $10 an hour? How does that sound? I was like, yeah, sign me up. Let's do it. And I tried it out, and I absolutely loved it. I saw a lot of students needed help with math, and so I got my start in being a math teacher.
Math teacher? You started out as a math teacher?
I did. I taught math for 6 years.
Okay, second question. So, what advice would you give just in general for kind of like for just students around our age? Just what would you give?
So in general, take the classes that seem interesting. If you are interested in a topic, you're gonna want to put the time in, and it doesn't seem like work. So you'll succeed naturally because you want to dive into the content.
So you're saying that the the interest really helps kindle success.
Absolutely, yeah. Self-interest kindles success. I think you put it perfect.
So, my favorite question is, why did you choose to become a computer science teacher? So, what made the change from math teacher to computer science teacher? What happened in between?
It was pretty similar to how I became a math teacher. There was a program at Boise State. It was free for math and science teachers to try out computer science. And I was a little bit hesitant at first. I'd never written code before that day, before my first class at Boise State. And lecture day one, I fell in love, and I was just like, this is cool. This is something that I would want to dedicate time to. And so it didn't seem like work. It just seemed like I was playing and discovering new things naturally, and that's how I got into it.
So it felt like you bumped it into a tinkering kit that you actually with something to tinker that you were into.
Right. Yeah. It was self-tinkering. Beyond that first class, I was guided at first, but then I was like, you know what? I want to try this out and kind of steer my career teaching students this new thing that I learned, and I got excited about it. So that's kind of my shift and my pivot into computer science.
So you never. I find it funny because nowadays, you can learn this coding courses both online and in person. So it's so I'm guessing that when you were first learning how to code, I guess it must have been a massive struggle because.
Right, and that's one thing about, I think, learning or education in general. There is so much content out there on the web that we should all be masters at everything, right? Be able to play the piano proficiently and be able to code proficiently, but there's that human element that I think that we all crave. I'm gonna steal a quote from Mr. McHenry, but relationships are built through shared experience, and I shared some experiences with people and built relationships that will be fostered for a lifetime because we went through the same struggles and trifes, and it was fun together, and we struggled together, and so that's what helped me learn. And I think that's the place of education is doing it with people.
So speaking of quotes, well, how about one of your own? If you had it, what's your favorite quote, and why did you pick it?
Oh, there's a lot of quotes. I don't think that there's any original content from me. I usually steal my quotes.
You steal.
And so I'm gonna steal another. Is that good artists create and great artists steal?
Great artists steal. That's kind of ironic, don't you think?
It is ironic.
Because we're taught to come on, we try to create your own content, and great artists steal. It's just what? It's you're just that's just contradictory to that common that common principle.
That is true. So I guess steal ideas but create original content. Make iterations that are unique to you, but you can grab inspiration especially in computer science, from all walks of life, whether it be music, sculptures, painting, all different types of media, video, stand-up comics, whatever you're interested in. Take your inspiration from them and then make it unique to Phuc or Stafford or whoever you are.
So you're saying that good artists kind of like create originals, great artists just create parodies.
Right, make improvements.
I find it funny how often kind of like the originals kind of like sometimes quite often kind of get ditched behind with the parodies. They tend to stick around longer, which I find both ironic and hilarious at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah. If we were still using the first iPhone from 2007, Apple wouldn't be where they're at today, right? They made iterations, they improved upon their own design, and now look at the smartphone industry, right? All because of what was created in 2007.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my own phone, like iPhone 5, I can't recall when it was released, but yeah. Yeah, looking at the original iPhone, yeah, definitely a lot of kind of like improvements on top. It's kind of like its own art in a way, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And with that, thank you for letting me take some of your time.
Yeah, thank you, Phuc.
Mr. Stafford, I would like to ask you some questions. Would that be okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
So my first question is. My first question. So my first question is.